lowest point, I'd also reached my lowest weight. I was, at that doctor appointment that day, I was 170 something, from 262 pounds. And so she told me to drink the shake, and I did. This woman had just carried me to and from the hospital. I'm going to do whatever she said. So I drank the shake, and it went down, and it stayed down. And it was good.
I just want to, you can hear this, right? The recovery that Mike was remarkable. And I know that, do you want to add to that?
What he failed to mention that I just want to share is that this surgery, he had surgery on January 26th. I was at Top Achievers, and I left the weekend before I flew home on that Sunday. He had surgery to remove a portion of his esophagus and his entire stomach. So these shakes are what sustained him. And I had an amazing opportunity to meet John Anderson last night. And as I look at that man in the eye and tell him, thank you for giving my husband back to me.
Seconds. I know there's some people you want to thank, but there's also something you'd like to do. You said to me that this is now about purpose and that you've been called to a higher calling.
Yes.
I wonder if you can just quickly share.
We truly believe now that isogenics was brought to us for a reason, at the right time, the right place, with the right people. And Robin and Stryker done that.
Just stand up for a second.
Duty and an obligation to take the Cougars mission and John Anderson's mission and carry forward. And we want to do for others what Robin and Stryker have done for us. We want to be the Robin and Stryker to somebody else and to many people. And we're unstoppable now. Cancer can't get us. Nothing's going to get us now. So my gift is free. So you're going to have to figure this out, because I can't figure it out. You're fine with it. If you can't figure it out, we're in trouble. All right, so you can come this side. I want to just say one thing. Mike did say to me that one of the things he wants to do is to pay for somebody's trip here as well, like what happened to them. But please help me bring to the stage for this raffle, Mr. Jim Pierce! Jim, I know that you heard that story. I mean, it's like, you know, you see, when you sit backstage with Kathy, or if you sit anywhere right backstage right now, I know what Kathy and Jim are doing, right? Because I sit there with them all the time. And you hear these stories over and over, and just the deeper calling. You see it in Eric. Did you see that in Eric today too? Yeah, so anyway, let's blow Jim, Kathy, and John a huge big kiss. Ready? All right, so we're going to do a raffle. If we can just click to the first slide, we'll show you what they are. Can you bring the slide up, please? Okay, so next one, please.
No, they get 6 kids. They get 6 kids.
That's right. The first one's for 6 children. Who would like to trade their children in? Yeah. Jim, do you want to just touch on this briefly? I know Jim just mentioned it, but we talked about the wall of hope. I know you wanted to thank some people.
Yeah, Jim just mentioned it, but again, you know, it's our symbol. It's our symbol of how much help we give these kids. How much help you all give these kids, and God knows they need it. So it's what our DNA is all about, helping each other. And so I want to say thank you to those who have filled out the forms. You know, we raised over the weekend here. You all have donated over $300,000. Is that good? Again, I have one. What? You know, Jim and Kathy came up to me backstage as they were listening to your story. And they said, Jim, let's do a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more for Child Health. So this year, we were lucky enough, Tammy and I, Jim and Kathy hosted, and the first night, Bill and Kathy Helwig and their team out on a yacht. Did you all like that? Who was here? Kathy, Bill? And the second night was Jen Smith and her team. Did you all have a good time? I think Jen Smith's crew had a better time, I guess, you know? Anyway, so we would like to do that for one trip for next year, okay? So again, Jim and Kathy and my wife Tammy and I would like to host that. So we might have a little live auction here, okay? And we only have a couple minutes because this is extra, okay? So, you know, what we did last year, David, is you took one side, I think I whipped you, but you know, you took one side.
Who was that? Did he win one of them? I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way,
let me tell you again, those of you who don't know, this is a trip on a great yacht out in the Bay Area here. You know, you get fireworks, you get a dinner cruise for 40 people, and who can start, and the teens,